you've avoided Tolkien like the plague.
Yeah, every time I think about Lord of the Rings, I just go, ugh, and it's 3 hours long, and I don't.
Well,
I'm
worth
on a
it.
bus to Kearney. I don't know.
Pardon myself in advance.
I'll tell you what, the second one, the ending obviously is the ending like they leave it open for the third one. You know what I mean?
They really leave it open for the third one.
Absolutely, man. It's okay. You're good. It's nuts. But there's a bonus in there. Evangeline Lilly's in the movie. I did not know she was.
Shut up.
Yeah. Do you know who she is?
Yeah, I know who Evangeline.
You know who she is?
No.
You ever watch the show Lost?
No.
She's
Ooh.
Kate on Lost.
She's Kate on Lost.
She should model jeans because there is nobody on the planet that looks better in a pair of jeans than that woman.
She was an elf, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
You bet your fucking
she's the
ass.
badass elf.
The badass elf in Elf?
No. In Lord of the Rings. How high are you right
in the
now,
second
man?
I'm
Hobbit,
not at
Jones.
all. I'm
Okay,
just,
okay.
I was cutting onions in a sandstorm.
Basically, Mitch Jones, somebody had to come and replace Liv Tyler's awful acting, so they got Evangeline Lilly.
Oh,
Wait, I'm sorry, you're going to tell me that Liv Tyler's in this too?
No.
Okay, all right.
No. Because they live for. I don't know where she is in that movie, but no, but that was awesome. Are you flirting with that girl right there, Mitch?
No, she's married.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's not what I asked you.
Mitch is totally
No,
flirting with
Yes,
her
you
then.
could be a pig. I don't. You're not dating my mom or
No.
sister. So
No, it's okay.
He was
I was
winking
just-
at his aunt.
I was, being a comedian's a lot like if you get stuck in the loop of the roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Like every time you
don't.
try to pick up a girl, it's just like, this is going to be great. And then you just get stuck in the loop and your hands are up in the air. And then the ride's over. Ride's over.
I don't follow.
You don't follow? That's my best analogy. Well, then I'll leave that joke out of my act.
Okay.
Because, it's lost on us. Let's delete this part of the podcast.
You are doing more material about being bad with the women on stage now. So
Yeah.
I have a lot of material about it too. Is it a big guy thing? Is that what it is?
It is. Like
Yeah.
I said, you become kind of like Chewbacca. You're just kind of there for assistance to the main male characters. You don't even get a medal when you explode the Death Star.
The sex appeal. Everybody likes you because you're the big guy and you're there. But
Yeah, and you can shoot a crossbow.
But who's fucking the Wookiee, right?
No one.
Nobody, dude.
No one's fucking the Wookiee.
Nobody.
People fuck Ewoks before they fuck Wookiees.
You know what? I bet that is a big thing. I bet there is porn. Okay, here's something to ask you. Bob Goddett was just claiming we got into taking a census, and he said in England now when they send out a census under religion, you can actually claim Jedi as a religion.
What?
So
I
you
would
have-
totally do that.
But you haven't heard of that yet?
No.
Okay, well Bob was telling me about that. Hey, maybe Bob was full of shit. If he's still here, I don't know. Is he still?
He's still over there somewhere. I don't think I could do that many handstands and move rocks with my mind like that.
Oh, have you tried?
No. I can't even do a handstand.
I don't think they make you like qualify though. I don't think like we got this Mitch Jones character out in Boulder, Colorado. So he says he's Jedi. So take the little okay, Star Wars nerd. What's the little thing that flies around and shoots Luke in the first one?
Oh, the training droid.
Yeah, but there's a word for it.
Training
The
droid.
training droid.
That's what it says on the action figure.
Does it really?
Training droid.
Do you have it?
I do.
It's a marble, like a painted marble.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much. It's the worst action. They're like, spend $7.95 on this.
Shit. Do you still have a lot of your Star Wars shit?
I do. I have a giant Slave 1 that my mom is incredibly
Get outta
mad
here.
that I bought because I spent $30, which when you're a little kid, you know how long you have to save up to get $30?
It's a lot. It's a lot. So you saved up for the Slave 1.
Slave 1, and it had like a handle on the back so you could pretend it was lifting off and then lift it up and like into the upright position. And
See, I never left it in the upright position. Even after it didn't feel right for it to fly like that.
why not?
I don't know. I hated
I
it.
don't know. It looks weird.
Yeah. The Slave 1's the shit, though.
It is the shit.
How do you feel about Disney taking over the Star Wars?
It is what it is. We're in it now. There's nothing we can do about it.
There's a lot of people out there that really are excited for it.
I like the fact that they can put money behind Star Wars, but is that money going...
Uh-oh.
Ask Bob.
Hey, Bob,
Bob.
where's that place where you can say that you're a Jedi as your religion?
I thought it was the UK.
Okay. All right.
That's what I thought, but we Googled it, and that's not the case. So I don't know if they did it as like a publicity stunt.
Maybe
or
it's
what.
Great Britain.
That could be it.
Right.
Maybe they only have midichlorian in their blood in Great Britain.
Yeah.
That's why I like nerds. I love you. Kirsten.
All
Kirsten.
right,
I see. I tease you.
Kirsten.
Get out of here. I got to work
Kirsten.
12 tomorrow and then come back and try and hang with Jonesy all night. So
Yep.
Okay.
We're staying up all night tomorrow at the Down Under Club.
I can't do it. I can't stick around.
indeed.
I'm gonna give Mitch credit though. We talked earlier about when you came
All
up to
right.
Morgan.
Good night, guys.
See ya. Are you gonna be here?
Bye.
We'll podcast tomorrow. Kirsten,
Later, man.
if you can swing by tomorrow, we're doing the podcast again tomorrow. If you can swing by.
Podcast. Welcome to our podcast.
Goodbye to the Down Under podcast.
Bob Gaudette.
Where the
Are you
rhythm
gonna
is
wear-
music and the music is rhythm.
Are you going to wear the shark shirt tomorrow, Bob?
Ooh,
Nice to meet you.
I can't wait to see that shark shirt
Shark
again.
shirt.
Okay.
Everyone who ever thinks of Bob Gaudette, oh, someone just grabbed my titty. It's Kirsten, everybody. She grabbed my titty.
Kirsten Ecker without the D.
So I'll mark you down for a maybe then, yeah?
So call her maybe.
God, that's a great maybe, man.
It's
I
a
don't
great
know.
maybe.
What maybe?
That
Maybe,
girl that
baby.
I was flirting with in the front row,
Yeah.
she left. She was on the maybe list.
Maybe.
Oh, the maybe. The maybe. Okay, yeah, that's good. We were talking earlier about going to Fort Morgan and drinking with the Moose. This is the guy that hung with me the whole time. It was,
yeah.
I can believe it.
And then
Seriously, I think the three of us could have some very fun drinking.
we might be able to tear it up. We did okay
we
that
did
day.
work. We did work at the...
Got way too much Irish in my blood not to be good at it.
There's a girl named Beth Kelly out there as my friend.
Beth Kelly.
You know Beth, right? She's
Yes.
the one to take the pictures with online, and she had got a hold of me and says, "Can I tag you in a few pictures from last night?" And I go,
Oh, no. Was there
Oh,
debauchery
Yeah,
involved?
no, you saw them. They were the ones that went online.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, they were just you and me and her. She's photobombing every picture of us. And,
Shit.
yeah.
Shout out to Beth Kelly.
Shout out to Beth Kelly. I don't know
At
if she
least
listens
funny
to
for
these.
the photo bombs.
Yeah. So that's that. But back to the Star Wars thing. I like when nerds get together because that's when you see all the technical terms come out and all for Star Wars
Yeah.
and shit. Like what he just metachlorian.
Midichlorians.
Shit. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's like I always just think back to Qui-Gon standing there at like the bay. It's like, oh yes, that's right. We're not even ready for war yet. The Trade Federation is still dabbling their dicks in droid bots. And oh hey, by the way, midichlorian. You're just like it's like a by the way type topic in the fucking movie.
I don't know if you know that this exists, Anakin.
But I wanted you to know that basically every child in the world could never be a Jedi because they might have mitochondria, but they don't have midichlorians. Too bad for you, kids.
So what's going to be the new storyline of the Star Wars? Have they released it yet?
They haven't released it yet.
Jedi Academy.
Dude, can I nerd out in this basic sense? Just
bring
along
it
the
on.
very basic storyline that includes Skywalkers, frankly,
Yeah,
from Anakin to Luke.
sure.
You basically have 18 to 20 episodes, by which I mean movies of material. So,
Right.
like, they could really keep going if they wanted to.
Well, Timothy Zahn had some great books. Did you ever read any Timothy
Yeah,
Zahn
the
books?
expanded universe.
I didn't catch that one,
I
but
only know bits and pieces.
Well,
I caught the Jedi Academy trilogy and then the Dark Fleet.
is
was
that the
the-
one with Princess Azor?
Ooh, yeah. No,
Shadows of the Empire?
Yes!
that's a good one.
Best N64
I blew up an
game
ATST with a fucking plasma cannon. My name is Dash Rendar.
ever. Dash Rendar.
I found all these goopiest, like for some reason they were like, hey, they were going to start up this ATST, and he's just like, are you going to leave ammo conveniently placed around it? And they're like, we are. And I was like, well, then I can win this shit.
Here's the deal. Like, you ever seen Mars Attacks where they play that and he kills all the aliens? Yeah. Like if they played this podcast, it would repel women like that. That's where we're going right now. You do it better than I do, man.
Oh, can I have a beer too, please? I promise I won't ever get in your way ever again.
Okay.
What a great promise.
So, Reese, are you doing any paid gigs now? Or are you still in the stages of doing open mics
Dude,
and
I'm-
working on material? Or where are you at?
I got to tell you, man, I'm this very. My major issue is that I do comedy in waves. So, like, what it
Okay.
is, I'll usually try to put in new stuff. Like, I'll work a new set of stuff, just whatever it is, the number of jokes that I've accrued.
Okay.
And then I'll just, frankly, like, bail on comedy for like 2 months. Because I usually got other shit to do, frankly. Like, I've got a day job, I've got a bunch of other random crap I have to take care of.
What?
And then by the time I come back into it, I've got a new set of material that I can work and shit and see what's good in there.
Right.
And then I come, and I've just kind of been adding it to the pile. I'm like, oh, this worked. This worked.
What do you do for a living? What do you do during the day?
I'm actually a statistician.
Okay,
Fucking retarded, right?
for
Like I actually I used to work for the University of Wyoming. I now work for Boulder County. Like,
cool, man. Do you
I
enjoy it?
Dude, it's all right. I mean, it's something that appeals to my analytical side, and that's good because I like to do that with stand-up. Like the idea is, if I sit there and I see a joke and I say to myself, "Boy, I noticed that like over a minute of my talking, only 4 of these punches got jokes or got laughs rather," and I sit there and I think about it. I'm like, and that's not nearly that many laughs. So I can sit there and just kind of analytically say to myself, why the hell is the crowd not laughing at this?
Right.
Or why are they laughing at that? But I can kind of channel that down. That's the reason why I tend to do it in waves. Because when I've got less stuff to do, I can really kind of concentrate on comedy. But when I've got more stuff to do, comedy just takes a ridiculous backseat. It's not a good strategy to have with stand-up, but I do it.
How serious are you about stand-up? I mean, is this what's the end goal for you then? I mean,
dude, I would frankly, like, my end goal, if I was able to do it, would be, you know, like the upper edge of infinity, and that would be to be on SNL. Like, frankly, if I was able to be a cast member on SNL.
Still?
Yeah, dude, don't get me wrong. I understand exactly what you're saying, especially
Yeah,
losing, like,
man.
Wig, Sudeikis is gone soon, Hader's gone, Armison's going to be gone soon.
He's
like, these
gone
guys.
already.
Did Armisen leave this year? Shit. I thought he was coming.
That show's amazing.
Thank
but
you,
I
Alaska.
just don't. As much as I hate to say it, Reese, I just think it's lost its steam. I don't think it's as powerful. I think, and I hate to say it, but I think that
Yeah,
sketch
that's
comedy. I think sketch comedy is not what it once was. You know what I mean? It's. That's my own personal opinion.
Wait. You're a loyal, diehard fan of Hee Haw, aren't you?
I grew up in Brush, Colorado, so
Yeehaw is great.
I don't laugh at anything unless somebody slaps somebody in the ass with a board first. That's how much That's fucking comedy.
That's a perfect brush joke, man.
That's a perfect brush joke. I don't know. I'd like Saturday Night Live. Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Like this last season, like I mean, not the last season, but this last group of people, by which I mean like Kristen Wiig, Jason Sudeikis, Fred Armisen, frankly, and most importantly, Bill Hader. That guy is incredible.
He's
like
great.
those guys going away. I'm like, man,
Right.
you know, I don't want to look back at the guys coming in and be like, you guys aren't good enough. Because that's exactly what happened after, you know, like freaking Chevy Chase left and Belushi left. Like, all these guys left, and they were like, you're not good enough. And guess what ended up happening? Like, I think it's the 81-82 season they refer to as the lost season.
Well,
Joe
have you read
Piscopo and
have you read the book?
Piscopo and
Have you read the book?
Johnny Rocket? Is that his name? What's his name? The guy who they got to try to replace Chevy.
I can't remember.
didn't they get Bill Murray to replace Chevy?
No.
No, other way around. They got Chevy to replace Bill Murray.
No, Chevy was original. They got
Do you know how many years Chevy Chase was on the show?
one.
1 year.
1 year. That's how big he was. You know who else was on the show for 1 year? Eddie Murphy.
No, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, because he played the Gumby and shit like that. That was
Well,
it was like I think it was one
from your.
79.
Have you read the book Live from New York?
No, I haven't.
Oh, Reese, get the book. It's amazing.
Who wrote it? Can I ask?
It's actually a compilation.
Oh, just a bunch of people. That's great.
Well,
That's
basically,
even better.
They take the stories.
So it's kind of a compilation of stories.
Basically, it
like
does.
a set of short stories.
It's the history of Saturday Night Live
in short stories.
Yeah, I guess I can't tell you. There is an author, but it has
I'm sure there's a centralized author,
Yes,
but knowing
yes.
that it's from a number of sources makes it better. I want to read it now.
And it's funny because they all tell you that Chevy Chase is the biggest prick alive.
Oh yeah, dude! Like seriously, like the number of blogs I've read about Chevy Chase just being a gigantic asshole. Frankly,
just crazy big. But
I'll put it to you this way: if everybody thinks that he's such a cool guy and everything like that, there's no way that Dan gets fired from fucking Community. That's the way I'll put it.
All right.
That dude should have never been fired from Community, but for some reason he was.
Never
And I'm
watched
like,
it.
if you want me to put a finger at it, it's not Joel McHale. It's not any of the number of cast members who are fairly local, or I won't say local, but not nearly as well known.
Lower echelon, I
Yeah,
guess.
but it's all of a sudden you're like, wait, you know, Chevy Chase isn't on this. He must be fucking up Dan. He must be doing
Right.
something. Like, and when you hear more and more about it, it sounds like they kind of had beef.
Because in the first 5 years, Lorne Michaels ran it, and then he went away for 5 years, and that's the lost seasons, whatever. And the saving grace of those 5 seasons was Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I mean, he's the one that kind of...
Johnny Rocket. That's his fucking name, isn't it?
I can't remember.
Is that the name of a diner?
Might be the name of a diner. But it's a great book. Pick up Live from New York,
Live from
man.
New York?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you'll
have to get
enjoy
my
it.
hands
It's
on
thick as shit. It's a big book.
Damn. Well, I don't read thick books. I read like Go, dog, go.
Like pamphlets? If it's not a pamphlet, you ain't
This
in.
motherfucker needs it in graphic novel
I
form.
feel
Why don't
bad.
we take Live from New York and